Ni hao, Shanghai. It's race day and your pole sitter, Max Verstappen, here on the grid. Max, a phenomenal weekend so far for you here. How much are you loving this circuit?
Yeah, just really great to be back here. It's an amazing track, a lot of fun to drive, and yeah, definitely. Yesterday was a great day, so hopefully, of course, we can do something similar today.
Your pace yesterday over the rest of the field was ominous. I imagine you have significantly improved the car in the gap between the sprint and qualifying. How worried should your opponents be today?
Well, I think everyone learned a lot, I think, from yesterday, so I don't expect it to be like yesterday. From my side, yeah, the wind, of course, is a bit different today, so I just need to understand that, and then, of course, just try to do my own race.
A few words in your own language, please.
Ja, tot nu toe denk ik gewoon echt een prima weekend. En ik hoop natuurlijk dat vandaag ja, een beetje gaat zoals gisteren. Dan kunnen we al heel tevreden daarmee zijn.
Lovely stuff. Thank you. And Checo, I think one of the biggest cheers for you of the year here outside of Mexico, a huge fan base. How amazing is it to have these incredible fans here supporting you this weekend so far from home?
Yeah, it's been incredible. It's been amazing. Really happy to be back here after so many years that we didn't race. So yeah, looking forward to put a good show for the fans, which they deserve a lot. And I think it's going to be an entertainment race. With the degradation that we saw yesterday, I think it's going to be a good race for the fans.
Can anyone touch you guys this weekend?
Hopefully not, but you never know. It's a race day, and a lot of people will learn from what they've done yesterday. So I assume that they will be able to improve and have a stronger pace today.
Just a few words in your own language, please.
Sí, bueno, muy contento ya de empezar, ya con ganas de terminar el fin de semana. Hemos estado bien, muy sólidos durante todo el fin de semana, entonces hoy tenemos una buena oportunidad de ejecutar una buena carrera y pelear por la victoria, que será el objetivo el día de hoy.
Gracias.
Charles, Carlos, great to see you today. I know qualifying was a bit of a challenge yesterday. How are you feeling ahead of the race? We'll start with you, Charles, from P6.
Yeah, P6. We have been struggling a bit in qualifying this weekend. However, we are quite confident with our race pace. So today's the race. Today is the most important day, and I hope we can have a great first few laps and then use our pace to come back. Podium, I think, is a realistic target. So we'll try and get that.
Carlos, a great save in qualifying yesterday. Charles talking about maybe a podium's a realistic target. Do you think you can push up with him as well and challenge for that?
Yeah, obviously I think third and fourth is the target for the team today. I think it's going to be tough because we have some fast cars in front of us, and more than that, it's three of them, so it's going to be tricky to find a way past, but we're going to do everything we can, and yeah, hopefully we can put together a strong race.
When you were what was going through your mind yesterday in qualifying when the car was going towards the barrier? Because it's a pretty neat trick to kind of control the crash.
Yeah, I was trying obviously to hit the wall in the best possible, less possible damaging manner. It's still not ideal to hit the wall, obviously. It was a mistake from my side, but yeah, it allowed us to continue and to put together some strong laps later. Unfortunately, we're just not strong enough in quali yesterday, but I think today we can get back. But yeah, my heart rate was quite high after that, Sean.
I bet it was. Just one final question to you, Charles. Feels like you've really stepped on in qualifying. It feels like you're comfortable with the car and race conditions as well. Just how excited are you to race this kind of track? Because it's quite cool to be here in China, isn't it?
It's really cool to be back here. Well, first of all, I'm very positively surprised by how many Monegasque flags there are in the grandstand. I think it's the most I have ever seen in my career. So it's great to see so many Monegasque flags, and we'll try to have the best race possible. Of course, in the last 2 races, in qualifying, I have struggled a bit more. I've worked a lot on it. The feeling was a bit more positive this weekend. Not yet at the level where I want to be, but better. However, in the race, I'm not worried. We have been strong in the last few races, and I'm sure we will be also today.
Great stuff. Best of luck. Charles, Carlos, good luck today. Oscar, yeah, I'll hand the mic to you, Lando, so you don't have to hold anything. You're good, you're good. Lando, Oscar, great performance from the McLaren team as a whole in qualifying. I'll start with you, Lando. You're 1 spot higher up than Oscar. Great performance in qualifying. What can you do today?
We can try a lot. I think we'll give it a good shot. I think the pace has been good all weekend, so long race ahead, many things can happen. Cool temperatures for the time being, but we can have a fun race.
How about you, Oscar, from P5 on the grid, the cleaner side? Do you think that's going to make a bit of a difference?
Not massively, I don't think. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. I think, yeah, starting a bit further up than I was yesterday, which is nice, but yeah, we've got some pretty quick cars around, so going to be a tough race. I think probably an interesting one with different strategies and different tyres for everyone, so yeah, see what we can do.
Lando, who do you think your main rivals are going to be today? I know you've already told me Ferrari are a bit too far ahead and Red Bull as well.
No, it's Max. Max will be our main competition today. We're going for the win, so yeah, looking forward to it.
It's going to be hilarious if you actually go and do win it, won't you?
You never know.
Oscar, what about you? It feels like you really built through the weekend. You're feeling getting a bit more comfortable with the car. Do you feel like you can push a little bit harder in race conditions?
Yeah, I think definitely had some things to work on from the sprint. So yeah, see if I can work on that for tomorrow. This afternoon, I'm lost. But yeah, qualifying was pretty good. I have a feeling there's some Lewis fans, but no, we'll see what we can do. I think feeling pretty comfortable with the car, and going to be a long race.
So good luck today, Lando, Oscar. Thank you very much.
George, last time you were here, you were a Formula One rookie. Now you return as a Grand Prix winner. How much are you enjoying this weekend and this magnificent circuit?
Yeah, it's amazing to be back in Shanghai. So many amazing fans here, supporting a lot of people, especially this guy to my right. But yeah, we're just excited for the race this afternoon. Starting P8, hoping we can move forward and go from there.
You ran softs yesterday, the only driver to do so. How much knowledge, how much confidence does that give you for the Grand Prix today?
Yeah, the soft was working well. I recommend the other drivers to try it out and give it a go and go from there. So, no, it was not a bad tyre, but today's going to be a very different day. I think there's going to be a good fight on our hands with McLaren, with Fernando, and hopefully we can be up there with Ferrari as well.
Lovely stuff. Thank you, George. Lewis, maybe only Silverstone, maybe not even Silverstone, salutes you in this way. The crowd go wild for you. Man, what is this crowd like for you?
Oh, it's the best. It's honestly, they've been so supportive for so many years. Team LH China, they've just been incredible all these years. It's so great to be back. Of course, the British Grand Prix is special and unique as well, but this is just always bring such great energy, and yeah, and I love this track. I really have enjoyed being out here.
Yesterday, I know you're not where you wanted to be. It could have been at least Q2 without that lock-up down at turn 14. You had such a great day yesterday in the sprint. Are you going to at least have some fun today? As you say, you love this track.
Yeah, it definitely was should have been Q2, and it was entirely my fault. The team were doing a great job. George did a great job yesterday with what we have. Yeah, made my life difficult. I mean, in general, my life, that's how I've always done things. It's not, there are no excuses. I've got to do a better job, and I'll try and recover somehow today.
Best of luck today. I know you've got a few people cheering you on.
Aston Martin on low fuel around here looks very, very strong. Fernando, you must have had a lot of fun out there in qualifying yesterday.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think yeah, both in wet and dry we had a very good pace, and now let's confirm that on the race.
What can you do today, Fernando? You've got that smile on your face, that cheeky glint in your eye. Can you take it to the Ferraris, to the Red Bull?
I don't think so. You know, I think we keep the feet in the ground. We know that maybe P7, P8, P9, that's our natural position. But let's see. I mean, we will give it all on track, and hopefully good points for the team.
In terms of the pace of the car overall this weekend, we got a little bit of a lead in the sprint yesterday. What can you take into today?
I think we learned a few things yesterday. The setup was not optimal, let's say, on the sprint race. We made some setup changes, but we will only know the answer in 3 hours' time, so I will let you know later.
I look forward to talking to you later. Best of luck today, Fernando. Lance, thank you for waiting just outside the top 10 today. Plenty of opportunities around here. How are you feeling about your chances?
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be a long race, a lot of degradation. I think it's a track that's hard on tires, so yeah, hopefully we can pick up some points.
Is it a pretty fun challenge out there? Because it looks like a really good mix of corners. If the car's working nicely, I imagine it's extra fun to drive.
Yeah, I mean, for sure it's been tricky this weekend with track conditions, and the tarmac's been very slippery. So conditions have been tricky, but I think it's going to be a fun race, an interesting one.
And what would constitute a good day for you today, Lance?
Hopefully some good points, maybe some stuff in front of us happens, and yeah, we can capitalize. We'll see.
Great stuff. Best of luck, Lance. Thank you, Fernando, too.
I know qualifying for the sprint or the Grand Prix didn't go the way that you wanted it to go. How are you feeling coming into race day?
Yeah, still excited. Lots of people here, you know, first time in this track, so always a lot of motivation to the race, and you know, just nothing to lose, so hopefully I can do a lot of overtaking.
Lovely stuff. Some words in your own language, please.
今日は厳しいレースですが、オーバーテイクいっぱいして皆さんを楽しませれるようなレースができたらなというふうに思います。応援よろしくお願いいたします。
Arigato. Daniel, new chassis this weekend. It seems a massive turnaround in performance for you. Is it all down to the chassis, or a little bit because you just love this track?
I don't know, maybe a bit of both. I definitely do have a pretty good record here. So it's a track I have enjoyed a lot in the past, but yeah, it definitely, the weekend's gone a lot more kind of seamlessly, and it's been, yeah, certainly a little easier to get up to speed with the car. So yeah, maybe there's a little bit in those changes we made. So we'll see. I think today's chance for points, hopefully get some on the board for the start of the year and get this thing rolling. So we'll see. Got a nice race ahead of us.
What is it about this circuit in particular, not just that suits you, but that you love and seems to make it so great for racing?
I don't know, some circuits sometimes just, you know, click, and it is fun. Like turn 1, turn 2, it's, when you get it wrong, it's like, oh, but when you get it right, there's so much lap time there, and it's quite technical, and it's a bit of a front limited circuit as well, so a bit different to a lot of the other circuits we go to. So yeah, some characteristics. Last corner's a lot of fun. Obviously yesterday you see a lot of us pushing it on the edge there, so yeah, it provides I think good quality kind of feeling, but also in the race some overtaking opportunities.
Go well. Thanks, man.
Kevin, Nico, great to see you. I'd say pretty good form all weekend long. Kevin, I know it didn't turn out the best for you in qualifying yesterday, but you must have also got a lot of confidence from the way the car felt in sprint qualifying and the sprint yesterday.
Yeah, the sprint looked pretty positive. I think we've even improved the car a little bit from the sprint, so hopefully we'll have a better race today. I'm obviously starting a little bit far back, but it is a track that you can overtake on, so if we have the pace, then I'm confident we can make our way back.
Isn't it brilliant though, this year you have got a car that you can really fight for, and you can say things like that today. You've got obviously a load of immediate arrivals, very closely matched in terms of pace. Is it too much to ask to try and fight back into the points today?
No, I think that's, you know, that mentally that's what I'm going into to do, and you know, we're all focused on that, and I think it's not unrealistic. It's not easy, of course. Everyone's quick. It's all very tight, but with you know, our car at this point, it's not unrealistic.
So best of luck today, Kevin. Nico, I'll just bring you in. I don't know if I can start calling you Mr. Qualifying, because generally speaking, you're delivering on a Saturday afternoon. You must feel really good in the car when there's no much fuel in it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been good, especially yesterday. And generally last year, obviously, that was a strong point, and so far this year, also not bad. But obviously Sunday is where the points are, and then you know, that's where it matters most.
We had a little bit of a glimpse into what race pace might look like from the sprint, and the race pace of the Haas generally has been better this year. What are you expecting from today?
I'm expecting a tough fight with the other midfield teams, so that's definitely going to be interesting to see. I think strategy and, you know, tire management will be a big factor, like always on Sunday, but I feel we're ready for the fight.
Best of luck today, Nico. Thank you very much.
Logan, starting today's race from the pit lane, as we understand it, how much have you had to change on the car, and what are you hoping to learn from the Grand Prix today?
Yeah, I think it was just a good opportunity to try some different things, see what we can do to get the car working a little bit better. It hasn't been the smoothest weekend so far, so still trying to understand some things, but hopefully we can do that today.
Lovely stuff. Good luck for the race. Alex, a lot of support here from the grandstands this weekend. How much are you enjoying the track?
Loving it. It's actually a really fun track. It's very challenging. I think everyone's been struggling with the wind here, but also just these long corners. It's been hard to hook up a lap, so glad qualifying went reasonably well. Hopefully we can start from a good position and get in the mix.
I know the sprint was a bit of a struggle for both of you guys. How much have you been able to change on the car? How much did you learn in the sprints put into today's race?
We've only had 3 hours, and you can't do so much in 3 hours to the car, but we definitely made some steps forward. We also ran pretty used tyres in that sprint race to save tyres for this race, so hopefully that will come good to us now.
Good luck.
You too.
Pierre, Esteban, great to see you guys. I feel like Alpine are getting stronger with every session that's happening so far this year. Pierre, we'll start with you. Qualifying, it felt like it was a bit of a step forward after a lot of aggressive changes, I think you said, on the car. How are you feeling about the race today?
Yeah, I mean, it's going in the right direction. You know, we managed to bring some upgrades this weekend on Esteban's car, which seems to bring a bit more performance. So we're heading in the right direction. Obviously, there's still a lot of work, but we'll try to you know, capitalize on any opportunities today, get a clean race, and hopefully get closer to the points, and yeah, that's the target.
I like your China spec top that you've got on and cap as well. Is it a racetrack in the country that you've enjoyed racing at?
Yeah, we try to blend in as much as we can, and I must say I really like the top. So, but I keep it short. I know the guys wants to see Zhou, so I'll give him more time.
Great stuff. Best of luck today, Pierre. Esteban, you're not going anywhere. We've got a banner for you there, Esteban. If you spotted it, got some great support here. Feels like you're making a good progress with the team at the minute. You made some changes too, like Pierre. How are you feeling about the Grand Prix today?
Yeah, I mean, it's our best starting position of the season at the moment. So obviously, you know, happy to make little progress. You know, it was a small step, but not a negligible one. And yeah, we're going to look forward to try and do the maximum we can in the race, and yeah, see how we get on from there. But yeah, happy to see the support that we got, and happy to see the support that Zhou got in his own race.
Great, so best of luck today, Esteban. Thank you.
Valtteri, an absolute star of qualifying yesterday. How much have you got in the car, do you think, for the race today, based on that brilliant performance yesterday, and of course the brilliant performance in the sprint and sprint quali?
I think we have the car this weekend to squeeze it into the points. That needs to be the goal, but for that we need perfection from every team member and myself as well. But looking forward, it's been good.
What's made the difference?
I think the track is kind of good for us, but also just managed to find a good rhythm early on in the weekend, and with only one practice session it can really make a difference, so we'll keep pushing today.
Lovely stuff. Some words in your own language, please.
Odotan kisaa kyllä, että vauhti on ollut ihan hyvä koko viikonlopun, niin toivottavasti sama jatkuu tänään, ja jos on täydellinen kisa, niin ihan varmasti pystyy saada pisteitä, niin se on tavoite.
And last, but by no means least, From the grandstand to the grid, your boyhood dreams come true today. How are your emotions? How are you keeping it all in check?
Firstly, hello Shanghai, hello 中国，你们好。然后，it's amazing to see the crowd. It's amazing to be here. Of course, after a few years been missing home Grand Prix, I'm just really glad I'm still here and try to give it everything I have on track. And yeah, I drive my heart out so far this weekend. Obviously starting a bit further back than I wanted, but I'm going to ice forward and move up.
Could you ever have believed the first time you came here and stood in those stands that you would be here about to take part in the Grand Prix of China?
Yeah, 2004 I was here before turn 1. Also, just watching the race, dreamed to be F1 driver in the future, and 20 years later we're here. So it's been a long journey with a mix of emotions, but I'm just really happy that finally can start my first very Grand Prix back home.
Lovely stuff. And finally, because we're in China, 对，你的粉丝说点说。
首先非常开心，大家可以来到现场支持我。那么对于我来说，自己等待这一天等待了20年，然后我也会在之后的比赛竭尽全力，把自己所有的水平和竞技状态给展现给你们。然后谢谢你们，谢谢中国，谢谢。